But I was thinking about this, and one of the things that's frustrating, one of the things that we're going to run into when we do the sigma video, is that a lot of gammas are going to suddenly decide that they have that they're sigmas. Because see, sigma is a way to sort of be at the top of the hierarchy without being an alpha. And most gammas are cognizant enough of the differences between alpha and gamma that they can't really pretend to themselves that they're gammas. So what they do is they latch on to the idea that, oh, I'm outside the hierarchy. But the thing is that it's not at all the case. Because gammas care very much about hierarchy and rules. And what I realize is that you can't convince a gamma that he is obsessed with hierarchy, because he thinks everybody is equally ambitious, that everybody wants to be at the top of the totem pole. But what they do recognize is their strong preference for rules and order. And that's what gives it away. I recognize this when someone was, because someone was trying to hold me accountable. Like I'll give you an example. If somebody says, the socio-sexual hierarchy is wrong, it should be alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Alpha, beta, delta, gamma is wrong. How can that be wrong? We're not talking about the Greek alphabet. It's irrelevant. We're talking about patterns of behavior. We're talking about socio-sexual rank. What label we put on it is totally irrelevant. We only started adopting the alpha beta stuff because it was developed out of the initial concepts that were developed by the pickup artists. And so extending from that, it was natural to use similar terms. Now we're going to get more, it's going to become more obvious when we switch beta to Bravo, because then it's going to be even harder to try to make sense of that. Stephen Mulroney says, so gammas would love cataloging logical fallacies. Gammas tend to love cataloging anything. They tend to love rules and order and holding other people accountable to it. And so whenever you see somebody talking about how you should, the minute that you hear you should, and it's unsolicited advice, that is a very, very strong indication that you're dealing with somebody in gamma world.